everyone, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. So we're going to go ahead and jump back into our Fortress of Hammerstroke here. It is late autumn of our first year. We currently have 14 dwarves, and we've just had our first caravan come by in the last episode. So we're going to kind of continue off right where we left things. First of all, I noticed there was a chicken running around in our tavern. So we're going to come up here and just double check. Okay, so all the animals are here. So that might have just been one that came in with a caravan and they haven't taken him up here yet. They did finish mining out this area, which is perfect. It's all loam. So we're going to come in here and we're going to go ahead and construct a farm plot. And with that, we'll go right here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up two. No, we'll just set up one about this size for now. Once they start getting that set up, we'll hop back up and figure out what we want to put there. Probably pigtails, plum helmets, excuse me. So, with that, our miners have also finished mining out this area for our first manager's office and our bookkeeper's office. So in order to have them not just sit in our tavern, since we only have them set up to mine right now, because mining is so important, I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to dig off a little shaft off to the side here. We'll make a little square 6x6, and then we'll have them start digging down into the depths to hopefully try and find our cavern area. So let's just come down to layer 10. We'll do another 6x6 area, and then what we'll do is we'll just start putting shafts across here, and hopefully we'll be able to quickly find where these caverns are going to be. Hopefully we'll be able to find that sooner rather than later, and we'll just kind of zigzag across the screen here and try and cover the largest amount of area. Hopefully we'll hit a void and be able to find that cavern very quickly. So they're going to go ahead and start digging down, getting that going. Oh, okay. I saw these workshops here and thought that I had really messed up for a second. But no, they just haven't started removing those yet. And they're still working on that. We don't have a lot of dwarves at the moment, so unfortunately every task we give them is just going to be another thing that gets kind of set on the back burner until we get enough to really start knocking out a bunch of jobs. Setting up, I feel like always you have the longest from when you order a job to be done to when it's actually been completed, just because you don't have a ton of dwarves. Like, we have all these workshops to still be set up, so and part of it is they're carrying around all the stuff from up here that's been lying on the floor and taking it down into the new stockpiles we've built. So it is what it is. Luckily our miners are very good, and they're very quickly getting down to the lower levels. I might even come, if we don't find any down here, which is possible, we might go back up to 15 and try and dig through that area a little bit. And I might just have them mine out some of these resources that we found, just to help us kind of explore the underground a little bit as well. We don't have an aquifer on this map, so we don't have to worry about running into any wet spots, because the only water should be, a magma pool. Alright, well that is awesome. That's great, because it's right here. Okay. I was not expecting that. at all. Okay. But that's good, though, because that means we'll be able to, build, magma forges, and we won't have to rely on, using charcoal. So this may get revamped. We can build magma forges, all that kind of stuff. So that's awesome. Plus, I believe obsidian is a very hard stone. So let's try and find out where, if it's only one layer, and also where, like, kind of mine out around it to see where this goes. So let's just come down like that, and it should stop us if we hit any stones that have lava behind it. This is very exciting. I was not expecting there to be lava here. Plus we found a lot of different ores. So, okay, it's on this level as well. So we'll just keep working our way up and see if we can't find the top layer of this magma, this lava that we have. Now we have to be very careful, as it's very dangerous, obviously, for any of our dwarves to come in contact with. So we'll have to be very careful how we handle this. But not only can we use magma for our industry, but we can also use it for defense. There's different ways you can set up traps and pumps to move the lava around and be able to release it if you have enemies, or use it to block off certain areas. It'd almost be cool to have like a lava moat around your castle, but I have a feeling that the dwarves would probably end up running into it or hurting themselves on it. Wouldn't surprise me. They're not always the smartest creatures. Even more tetrahydrite. So man, this is a very tall stack of lava. I'm very surprised. So let's come up to 15, where I wanted to check anyways, and we'll just keep going with the same pattern. Let me make sure I hit the same level. Sidetracking me from all the other things that I wanted to get done. So we do have this now. So we're going to go ahead and set for them to do plump helmets for every season. And then what we should also do is put down a stockpile here for seeds. So custom food and only seeds is what we want here. There we go. Let's hop back down to level 15 here. And they're mining that out pretty well. Let's see if we hit the lava again. Wow, we did. So it's all the way up here from level 15 to at least level 10. So we'll just keep popping up a level. Level 6. Or level 16, sorry. Yep, so this is the notification: you've discovered a magma pool, and digging designation canceled warmstone location. So that's just so that if you have like a random shaft, they won't just dig into it even though they've discovered it. Very nice to have. Otherwise, they would just dig straight into lava and just kill everyone. Because I believe the liquids do have kind of a hydraulic property to where if you have a pool and you dig into the bottom of it, and it falls down so many layers, it has more pressure to it, so it'll come out faster than if you would hit, say, the top of a reservoir. So that is very neat that that's in the simulation. I should real quick while pause this and come back up here. Have they finished? Okay, they've put these workshops in, so we'll go ahead and just get some of this going. I want them to make 2 more thrones, 2 tables, and also 2 doors, so that way we can set up our manager's office. We're gonna go ahead and have them make a couple more beds, and then also I want them to make some bins. I believe you can only make bins out of wood. Please let me know if there's a stone one you can make, but I'm not sure what it would be. I'm not sure that I've ever seen that. So we're also going to have them make some nest boxes out of rock, because we'll need those for setting up our like coops for our birds. So we'll just do a few of those, and also let's make some more not mugs, make rock pots. I think that's what it is. So that way we have more for storing all of our alcohol that we're going to be making. Okay, so that'll be enough to keep them busy for the time being. Have they come up here and... Nope, they've not dismantled those yet. Okay, so while they're doing that, we'll check on our miners again, as I'd love to find the top of this magma pool here. And so I think we've reached the top of it, because right here is level 16, elevation 16, and you can see the indicator for it here, and then up here it's not. So unless it's smaller at the top, I think we found the very top of it to be this layer. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm just going to have them start excavating this area to see if I can find the boundaries of it. And that would be perfect if I can. Let's not worry about going too far out. Okay. So far it looks like it might be this corner. Okay. Wow, seems like it's quite large, actually. Okay, so this might be the corner of it here. Let's try and dig back this way. And again, we're going to have to move up another row. Make sure I remove those so they don't try to mine that out. That would be great if it was like a straight tube that went up and down. And getting a lot of different resources here as well. Okay, so maybe... Oh, keep going. And then once I've found out kind of the outline of this, then we'll be able to go back and over top, and we kind of plan out where we want to put our forge, because if we put it over this layer and we dig a channel down, then we'll be able to access the lava directly without having to build any like pipes or anything like that to make the lava to move move the lava. So, okay. Let's come over here. So yeah, quite a large amount of it seems. And we are now in midwinter. So let's check up here. Yeah, so we're in a hot biome. So it looks like we're probably not going to get any snow or anything like that. So let's hop back down and continue finding the outline of this. Level 16. It's a good thing our miners are so quick at this. Digging through this rock salt, they might otherwise take a little bit of time to do it, but they're quite skilled already. It's just taking a little bit extra time because once they hit that corner piece there, like this one's got magma behind it, so then they cancel the dig and I have to move the line down again, but that's okay. We're slowly working our way around. I do have some of my other dwarves making copper and silver ingots for me, so that way we can start making silver crafts that are going to be more valuable and more valuable than our stone crafts that we were making in the beginning, and also be able to be making copper armor, because one of the things that the caravan asked for next year was armor. So let's check real quick and see if our dwarves have made our table and chair. So nope, it doesn't look like they've done any of that yet. Okay, unfortunate. We will go up into this stockpile, and we'll go to barrels and bin setting, and we're going to tell them that, okay, they already have 20, but we're going to just say you can have 50 bins. Or not. 50. Oh, maybe I don't have that many tiles. Oh, okay, it's already at maximum, so that's fine. So that way when they have empty bins, they'll bring them down here, and be able to put all of those loose like the amulets and bracelets into bins instead of taking up a floor tile each. So it'll just kind of organize things a little bit more and also maximize the space that we have. Okay, so hopefully it looks like we're getting close to the corner here, and actually what we can do is bring this in. Let's try there. So not even that far. So let's mine this one. Okay. We'll come out here. Unfortunate thing is that because they cancel the job, they then run around to the next available one, so it's the same guys running back and forth trying to mine out the same couple of tiles, but that's okay. Let's see. So we have made our way around quite well, and it looks like this is going to be the shaft of our our lava tube. And And then we'll also know that it's probably going to be the same shape all the way down, I'm hoping. So that we'll know for future planning of our lower levels. And we don't have to worry about planning something out and then hitting the lava tube. I'm not too worried about food or drink, as we have that small plot up for our plum helmets, and we've already got that growing quite well, so that's good to go. So, back down here. I'm glad they got that planted so quickly. Right now I think I have it set so everyone is going to everyone's going to be planting and harvesting, but eventually I would like to have just like a planters guild, so that we have a cave swarm. Not sure how he got there, but that's okay. I'd like to have a planters guild, so it's just our planters planting and not everyone in our fortress. And we're pretty close to the completing this, and it looks like it is just a round tube. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now we kind of know the outline of where our lava is. So let's come back up to elevation 17. And what we'll do is we'll just make another hallway here. We'll make it just, let's make it 4 wide. And we'll come over here to this area here. Come back up to our current level. And then we'll make another kind of plaza area. And then we'll build out this way, 4 tiles. And let's come out here. Short ways. Build our stairs down. And then we'll just come down to the layer above, so layer 17. Come out to here. And then we'll build kind of an open area for our forges. And I would like this area to be rather large. I don't want to make it completely square though, just because I don't like just building square buildings. It's just a little boring to make them all exactly the same shape, but we'll build that there. And then on this side we'll build kind of a long building, and we'll make that our warehouse. So our miners should pretty quickly mine all of that out. And then we'll have a better forge area set up. We'll kind of leave this, but we could transform this maybe into a different industry. But they should have this mined out pretty quickly, as good as our dwarves are. Let's double check. I know we put up all of the bedrooms that we need. Oh, I forgot that every time you get back in the game, you have to re-click on keep building after placement and use closest material, because it doesn't save your settings in between sessions. So let's come down here and see if they've built any of that, and they have not. Okay, that's alright. We just need more dwarves to help us get everything done. So let's just check everybody. And it looks like no one is idling. So, everyone's got a job to do, and they are doing it to the best of their ability. The only thing that concerns me is where that cave swallow came from. That's kind of odd. Because this is all solid stone, so I don't know where he would have came from. But sometimes if you have an open area, flying creatures can fly up into your fortress. And if you have flying cavern creatures, they can invade your fortress through open areas. Like if it was the top of a volcano or something, you had built a layer above it. But so that's something we'll have to keep an eye on, but I don't know. I don't think he could have flown through anything in there. So these guys are slowly working their way down. Oh, I'm also gonna make this a stockpile here for all of our gems. We'll go ahead and leave all of these types, cut gems and everything. And let's also make sure that, yep, they allow bins for that, so. I believe you can fit quite a few gems in each bin, so that will be, good. Because we won't need quite a very large space, and we'll still be able to fit a bunch of that in there. You can see they brought a bin over, and they're using it. Can we see what's in it? Oh, there we go. So they've got their mugs, they've got the nest box, a rope, just random different things. Let's go up to our tavern and just double check that they did put mugs inside of this chest here. So, yep, they put a couple, but I think we requested more than that. They haven't brought any toys up into that stockpile, but that's okay. Oh, we've also found the caverns. So, let's see. Okay, so here's the top of our magma that we wanted to build onto. And where did we actually hit it at? We built the stairs down. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's cancel this. I still want to build over top of this, but what we'll have to do is we'll probably have to build floors out over this area. That's okay. That's something we can do. Let's check out what areas we have with our cavern. So what we're gonna mostly use the cavern for is farming. So we want to hopefully find an area that has a lot of this dense floor fungus, and we can so there's not really a large area of it. This here might be our best bet of what I'm seeing so far. Now, what I've done before is use this as farming, but also come down here and build a room kind of up against this water, and then knock the piece off and put a floodgate, so that way we can open it and flood it, and it makes it muddy, and then close it up again, and then have our water source still outside of it. So I think for now we'll use this as our farming area, and it might be nice to even come down. We'd probably come here, as long as that's a solid pillar all the way up. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll come off of this. We'll destroy... Let's see. Let me think how I want to do this. What I might do is destroy... Because I want to make sure nothing can come up it, because there's an open space directly under it. So what we'll do is down here, let's see. Here. And we'll do 2 stairs like this. Because we can come all the way up. Can we do that right here somewhere? Okay, we can. So let's come back up here. Even if we did it here, that would be nice. It'd be nicer if we go like this, so our stairs aren't right on the, that's too far back. Let me see. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and mine our stairs here. No. We'll mine our stairs here. Because that will come down right in the center of where we want to be. And we can just build a wall and kind of block this off as a little stairwell. I think I'm going to block these off completely. So let's cancel this stair. And can I go to build? Let's see. How do we do that? Let's just not worry about it. We'll have him come back up here. Since they've canceled his job. And we'll remove designation. Or can we just build a floor over it? Floor. Okay. Select material. And we'll use that because that looks pretty similar in color. And we'll just build a floor over that so that way it's not open. Okay, so now we have an area where our farm's gonna be. How can we tie that in over here? So we have our stairs designated there. So I think what we could do is if we just come like this. And we could build... No, we can't. We need to get over here. So let's... we can mine over here. And then that will allow us to destroy these and put floors down in their place. Because I'm just very cautious of being attacked by cave creatures. I know there's a lot of there's like troglodytes, there's all different kinds of underground civilizations that can come and attack you. Now I know they had been disabled in the past, so we'll have to see if they are back in for the siege update, which, I mean, that would make sense, right? You would want to be able to get your underground characters in on the siege action as well. So we'll go ahead and build construction. We'll build a wall here, and we're just going to tell them to do that one first, because I have come across where they'll build, like, you'll designate these 3 tiles and they'll build this one first. And then they'll just cancel those orders because they can't reach them now. So we'll have them mine all the way down here. And this is an open space. Okay. So you can see I have turned on the numbers here. So this number tells you how deep the water is. 7 is the tile's completely full. I believe 1 is just like a covering of water. So this is all open, so once we hit this, we shouldn't have to worry about it getting flooded. I hope. I think we're over top of it, but they should stop it if it's a tile that it'll flood. So, yep, perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll come down here to construction, construct floor, use closest material, and you have to have a tile that's touching, so it won't let me build here because it's saying there's no access. So we'll do it like this, and we'll just tell them to build that for now, because construction does take up a good bit of time, and we just have some other pressing matters at the moment. So now that we're kind of done the most of the digging I think I want to do for now, let's go ahead and that's funny that if I had come one more on this tunnel, I would have found it and not had to go down to this next layer and found the whole thing. Would have saved me some time, but that's alright. Let's actually come in here to our laborers, and we're going to tell our miners that they can now do other things. Though both of our guys here that we started with are legendary miners now, so that's pretty cool. So let's see. Is there anyone that's going to start constructing? So plant seeds. Okay, so what we might actually want to do, since everyone's trying to do this, we might want to come up here and say that planters, because we do have this guy that's a competent planter, we might just want him only selected planters to be doing this right now. I might also have our peasant here start doing some planting, just so our guy's not on his own. And also that'll free up some of the tasks that aren't getting completed. Like, they've done one throne, but they haven't done anything else with that. So, and I might also cancel this for the time being, just so that we have more stuff getting done, because some of our tasks are starting to back up a little bit. So yeah, that's awesome that we found this giant pool. So eventually we can kind of build floors over all this area, and then be able to have a rather large area to use as our smithing area. And I'm just gonna kind of square this off a little bit. No, I'm not. No, it's fine. They'll get to it eventually. So let's see. Now that we told them to stop everyone planting, what are they doing? Storing item in stockpile, making charcoal, harvesting plants, smelting, brewing, planting, combat drills, planting. Okay. So hopefully they'll start working on some of that. So I am going to come over here, and I'm going to tell, in fact, let's come up here to our nobles area real quick and see if we can put the chair down. And do we have a table? Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Now we can go ahead and put down our offices. And we'll paint because we don't have the door on there. And accept. And then we're going to do another office. And accept. And then we're going to be able to come into our nobles. And we're going to pick a manager. So no one with the required skills. So let's go ahead and pick our peasant, because I don't really want the miners to be doing this. Well, I guess that's fine. We'll just go with him. And then also a bookkeeper, which again, no relevant skills, so that's unfortunate. This one I definitely don't want to be a miner, so let's just pick... Maybe let's pick our stone crafter. And then we're going to come in here to our zones, and we're going to assign this one to our manager, and we're going to assign this one to our bookkeeper. So now when we go in to our bookkeeper specifically, you can see these numbers here. This is going to tell them how accurate you want your counts to be. So if you don't really care, set them on 1. It won't take very much time. They'll get it done. If you want everything to be exactly counted as precise as possible, hit 5, and they'll sit there and count every last item. Looks like we have our first visitor. We have Bormek, the Mark's Dwarf. Let's see. Okay, he's... I just saw him, didn't I? Ah, there you are. Let's see. She has great ability to focus. She's quite comfortable with others. Tenses up when nervous, and like all dwarves, needs alcohol to get through the day. We can go to... I think there's... Let's see if she has any kills. Nope. No thoughts or memories that we can see. Her hair is extremely long. She has a very narrow chin. Her eyes are extremely narrow. Her nose bridge is somewhat concave, and her copper eyes are slightly sunken. Her head is somewhat tall, and her hair is amber. Her skin is sepia. I'm not sure what that means. She is a competent marksdwarf, though, so if she stays here long enough, we might even be able to get to convince her to join our fort. So that would be great. Let's come down to kind of our farm area, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a tag in for that. Oh, after it saves, just so I don't have to keep scrolling back in all the way and finding it. I can just press the button and jump to it. Though I want to check this area, because this area up here from the map looks to be pretty open. So let's just check that real quick. I might have completely overlooked a better farming area. But yeah, I'm super excited to have found the caverns. And we'll be able to get some good farming going, because I believe there's like a bonus. Farming is better in the caverns soil than it is anywhere else. So actually, that area looks pretty darn good. I do like that area. It's further away from our base. That's a pretty good area too, though. It's okay. We'll, let me see. How hard would it be to get over here? Probably not that hard. We could just go from here, right? Yeah, we could go from here and mine this out a little bit. And just kind of start working our way over here. I hate that it's kind of so far away, but that's alright. We'll kind of skirt around our lava here. And then we also have water here, so we could mine this out and do that same kind of thing. because we'll want a place for all of our animals as well to get them off the surface. Probably sooner rather than later. So we'll do that. And we'll also come down here and... Oops, not 3. I only wanted that to be too wide. And we'll mine down into this area. And then we can come up here. And we'll put kind of a large area here to be able to put our pen and pasture all of our animals. And we can kind of expand this as we need to. But yeah, that would be great. And we can also, let's actually come this way. We might save this area instead of using that for our animals. Kind of mine off in this direction over here. And, well, yeah, this would actually be a good spot for our animals. We can put, our, chickens and bird animals over here. Yeah, because we definitely need to get our animals out, off the surface, pretty quickly now. I'm gonna come in here and just grab 2 of these guys and have them start mining all of that. We can let our other ones keep doing other things while we're waiting. But let's put a marker down here for our farm. Tag that and call it farm. So now we press the F4, we'll toggle back here. And we also have these tower caps. They're like big mushroom trees that we can cut down and use for our wood instead of cutting things down on the surface, which is great. Our big setback is we just need more people. You can see that this floor fungus has grown over top the dirt here. That's just from hitting into the caverns. So they'll that starts to spread out through your fortress after you've made it into the cavern layer. So another thing that I usually put here in the first army area is I put a like a kennel for training all of our animals. So I'm gonna come over here. We'll do a 3 wide hallway, and just right here we're gonna build a small, well, let's just do a 11 by 10 area, and then we'll put that as our zone for our dogs, so that way we can get them off the surface as well, because dogs don't need, they don't really require food. Is the easiest way to say it. They're not grazing animals, so you can put them on top of stone and they will not be troubled by it. Okay, so perfect. So our miners are digging this out. Now we are going to have to be careful because we're opening that up. Let's go ahead and since we have our manager, let's see if he's counted our bars. So we have 17 silver bars, 80 copper bars, and 19 charcoal. So we're going to come down here and tell them... Actually, we're going to go to use our manager. We're going to create a new task. We're going to say copper helms. We want... the default is 10, so we want 10 copper helms, 10 copper... breastplates, 10 copper mail shirts, 10 copper mail, or 10 copper gauntlets, 10 copper Now this is like a good, this is like all the different types that your guys can wear. Wearing the breastplate over top the male shirt does make them really heavy, and if they don't have a lot of skill in armor usage, it's really slows them down. But I like that setup because the male shirt has a lot of coverage that the breastplate doesn't. So I really like that setup for like my soldiers. But the militia, I'll probably just give them the male shirts. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and tell them that we want copper... What's the other one? Copper leggings, I think, is the chain version, or like the chain leggings instead of the greaves. Which I don't think they can wear the greaves over top the leggings. I think, I don't think they can do that. So they did build the one floor there. They haven't built that yet, and I don't think they've built any floor here. Where is it? Yeah, they haven't built any of that yet. But they have mined out over here by our farm, and they're working on this area now. Yeah. And then also, I need them to make me a rock. Is it rock or stone floodgate? Yep, let's tell them to make a rock floodgate. And I think, I think right now we just want them to make one. Okay, so now we have a hammer dwarf and an axe dwarf visiting us as well. And our rabbit has given birth again. We have 93 meat, so I'm not going to worry about butchering any of our animals yet. But eventually we will want to, in order to start getting leather and leather production up and going. And we also want to come in here and put some doors down, so that way we can lock them in case we get attacked from this cavern area. And we can also have a fisher dwarf now, so he can start trying to fish these areas. So that would be great. Miner's still digging? Yep. Okay, so he's digging out the area for the dogs. I'm surprised he didn't try to dig this area while he was down here. That's okay. So our rock floodgate has been completed. We'll put that right in here. Actually, we're gonna dig this area out. We'll put the floodgate here, and then dig into it over here, so it then floods this whole area. And if you put doors here and lock them, then they won't be able to, the water won't flood into the rest of your fortress. Let's actually see if I click on a door and hit select material. How many do we have? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we have 10 available to us right now. So they should place those. And they have finally tore down these workshops that were up here. That's good. Yeah, it's so much nicer to have the workshop, or have the manager manage all of your tasks, because you can just say, alright, I need so many of them. You don't have to click on them one by one. It just takes a lot of extra time. So how's our tavern doing here? Probably tell them to build more tables and chairs, and I'd eventually like to smooth all of this out as well, just to get... The dwarves like it better if things are smooth instead of just being rough average floors. But it'll do for now. So we've got our guy down here, and he's actually our metal crafter. So does he have any skill in armorsmith? He's a dabbling armorsmith, so that's probably just from what he's started doing. He probably didn't come with any skill in armor smithing, but that's okay. So they're gonna keep working on digging that out. And we can go ahead and put a pen and pasture for our dogs here, because we'll eventually get them all trained up as either hunting dogs or war dogs. And they should eventually move those down into the fortress. And let's check our skills on our militia commander here. So she is adequate discipline now. And oh, look at that. We've got some... Oh, no migrants. Okay. So we didn't have enough wealth generated. So if you hover over this here, you can see kind of your rough estimates on the wealth. So we've exported roughly 2,000 and imported 3,500. There's 200 being held or worn, 1,000 being displayed, which is probably just from the doors and everything, honestly. We've got 200 in armor from one of our militia commanders wearing, I'm guessing, and 3,500 from others. So kind of a low score, honestly, but we've mostly been focused. I closed that out, but I did not see what it was. A magma crab. Uh-oh. What's going on here? So we've got a magma crab down here. The manager. Where is he at? He was there. Oh, is that you? Feb? No, that's someone else. Where did you go? We might want to order our militia commander to come down here and try and fight this magma crab. So to do that, we'll select her squad, click on the sword icon, click on the magma crab, and hit confirm. Yes, he ran out this way. Okay. So let's click on her and follow her. And she should immediately, because she has her equipment on, start running down here. Now, she doesn't have any armor on, which is unfortunate. But she does have a copper shield, and she's been training with it a little bit. So hopefully she has a little bit of skill and doesn't get killed by this magma crab. Where? Oh, there we go. Okay. So if we click on this, we can see how do we do that? Creature's combat history. Okay, here we go. We can see what's actually happening in the fight, and we click this to pause it whenever we get a new report. So the militia commander bashes the magma crab in the right wing with her copper warhammer. The militia commander attacks the magma crab, but he jumps away. The militia commander kicks the magma crab in the left wing, bruising it. The militia commander bashes the magma crab in the left wing again, chipping it this time. The militia commander charges and knocks it over, and then bashes its body with her warhammer, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. So it seems like, okay, it attacked and she blocked it with her shield. She bashes it again, hits it in the body, hits it in the right wing. Okay, it looks like she's just bashing on it pretty well. Flying magma, the magma crab strikes the militia commander, but the shot's blocked. The flying magma strikes the militia commander in the upper body. He attacks again, but she jumps away. She's dodging. She's blocking with her shield. So what's... Oh! Dang. That's not good. It started a fire. Okay. That's not good at all. Where's our militia commander? Where did she go? Hmm. She might have just got killed. Well, that's very unfortunate. I think she just got killed by that magma crab. Well, and it also burned all of the... Oh my, that's unfortunate. The fire should stop when it hits the stone, I'm thinking. But that's really sad. Not only did it burn all of the fungus floor, but it also killed our militia commander. She knocked both the wings off of it, but somehow he started a fire and ended up killing her. Is it gonna spread to these upper levels, I wonder? No, it went out. Well, that's very unfortunate, and there sits her warhammer and her shield, and she's been burned to a crisp. Well, we've had our first fatality, so let's go in here and tell them to make a rock slab, because that's going to be what we engrave as a tombstone, since we have no body to recover. Well, okay then. Okay, well, on that awful tragedy, I think we are going to end it for today. We found a magma tube and found a great spot to exploit for our industry, and that's great. But we just lost our militia commander, and they burnt the area that we were going to use for our farm. So that kind of sucks. We might end up using this area over here after all, as I think it's kind of cut off from the magma area. It's over on this side. So we might have to use this area and just kind of flood this for more farming, and we'll just keep our animals over here in this lower area, and hopefully this ash can be like goes away and the fungus will come back, but we'll just have to wait and see. Up here we've got our metalsmith working tirelessly creating some armor for us. It looks like they've already created a helmet, some breastplates, some of the other things as well. So, we'll have to look for a new militia commander. Hopefully, we'll start making some crafts as well, and that will draw in more migrants to our fortress. We do have these 3 guys that are visiting us, so maybe they'll join, and that would help out our army quite a bit, considering we just lost our militia commander. So, hope you guys are enjoying the series. I love this game so much. It's definitely one of a kind. There's other colony sims out there, but Dwarf Fortress is just special. It's one of a kind. You never know what's gonna happen. Like I said, it's like the game is doing its own thing, and it doesn't care what you're trying to do. So I will probably sit down and just go ahead and record the next episode. But if you guys have any tips or hints or suggestions or just things you'd like me to try and do with this fortress and things you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.